All right, let's see if this works. I want to make sure this works because I haven't been able to use my um, OBS in a while. So we're going to make sure that this works. Okay, well, it does officially work. Let's also check to make sure you can't hear anything of my audio on my computer. All right. So that doesn't, you guys can't hear anything in that aspect, which is good. I'm glad. Um, I would have put this on my phone, but for some reason it's not allowing me to live stream with my phone. Um, so I'm not entirely sure what the hell's going on with that, but I'm getting this ready in 24 hours thing on my phone. I don't understand it, and I don't know why it's doing it, but it is what it is. I am going to finish painting the Death Guard that I started yesterday. Um, yeah, we're going to finish painting the two Death Guard that I worked on yesterday. I did this yesterday and got about 70% of it done. So hopefully you're able to see this stream and you're able to see the quality and whatnot. If not, I apologize if the quality looks like shit. It's not my intention to have it like that, but it's just unfortunate with my current setup. Um, yeah, like I said, I would have had my phone, but I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. So we're just going to have to deal with what we got. But like I was saying, is we are going to continue painting the next two Death Guard units that I started yesterday. Um, it's one of my last bit of models when it comes to the Death Guard that I have to do. Um, I've actually gotten a tremendous amount done over the past couple months to the point to where I really don't have a lot left. Um, so we're just going to go ahead and paint everything, um, the, add the final touches to this model, and go from there. Right now, I'm just adding in all of the contrast and the color on his eyes and whatnot, the weapon, the chain axe, and all that good shit. Um, I'm also going to add a little bit more detail to the cloaks, but we will get to that in a bit. If you're not able to see my stream and its quality the best, I apologize in advance. My computer, for some reason, is shit when it comes to live streaming on YouTube. So I have a very poor performance ratio when it comes to um, live streaming stuff properly on this. But I'm excited to move on to other things besides Death Guard, even though it is, my main faction that I paint um, as of recently. Um, so it's gonna be fun to actually paint something new for once, since I haven't touched my flesh tears in a good bit. But I actually have two Lords of Contagion that I'm going to be selling. I would keep them, but to be honest, I don't plan on playing any games with my Death Guard. I'm in this for the painting aspect, so because of how much they're going for at the moment on eBay, pretty much like almost $80 to $100 just for that singular model, I've made a decision that I'm going to sell him to somebody who can actually benefit and use him instead of me just having it stay locked up on a shelf, you know, which I was thinking about keeping him, but to be honest, I don't know, like I said, I don't play the game at all, so it would be kind of silly to keep that model when I know I'm not going to do anything with. And I can buy models that I do want to paint, like other Death Guard, other Nurgle demons and whatnot. But yeah, as for my day, um, shim shit, different day. Go to work, come home, eat, and paint. Nothing really interesting happened today. Um, just kind of rinse and repeat, to be honest. So I'm going to do these guys in sections, meaning that I'm going to paint them each color um, one after another. So like with this guy, I'm going to add the white to his eyes. I'm going to do all the whites. So the next color I'll do like the malignant green from Army Painter, and then I will move on to um, the reds and the glow effect on the greens and all of that. Thankfully, this guy doesn't really need much when it comes to actually painting of um, the Wraithbone, because he doesn't have a lot of protrusions or whatnot. His mostly consists of these tentacles and rope tendrils of his intestines and whatnot. So really not much in terms of needing to apply a lot to him. Mm, yeah, really don't need to add much, if anything, really, to him. Oops. This stream won't be that long, to be honest, because I don't plan on painting the Flush Terrors tonight. This is the model that I'm going to be doing starting tomorrow, but yeah, I don't plan on actually going ahead and doing any of that tonight. All right. This is one of my favorite greens when it comes to like the fluorescent color that you can add to him. It really gives you that like real bright ass fucking green, like internal like Nurgle fire, whatever you want to call it, corruption that you can see. And then the GW, um, uh, I forgot its name, but the green that GW has as well is really good. It's a really good color. For those who haven't joined my stream before, this is like probably my 40th fucking Nurgle um, Death Guard unit, and I still have all the demons, all of that stuff to do as well. So, needless to say, I'm going to be at this for a long time. I do, in a way, I have been getting tired of painting the same models over and over, but that's to be expected because the Facebook Marketplace ad that I got all of this from, um, the guy was a hardcore Death Guard player, so he had a lot of the same units. He didn't really do it for the painting aspect. Pretty much nothing was painted when I got this. It all came in just like fucking just gray. So yeah, it was um, quite the haul that I got, but quite not as interesting in terms of painting that I would have hoped for. But it's kept me busy for the past 3 months painting these guys. So in that aspect, it's done its job fairly well. But once my streaming starts working again on my phone, I'll make sure to go back to that. So you won't have to see this terrible quality stream. Honestly, I really don't know how many of you are even in here. If there is anybody, I know the quality on this is not the greatest. So I don't blame you if you're not willing to stick around and watch me blabber on about nothing, you know. There's no hard feelings if that's what you wanted to do, you know. Let's see. I think that's it for this green. Let's move on to this guy. I love how this green pops out. It's amazing. I could probably add this in the interior bits of the other model too, just because I didn't think about that. The quality probably it doesn't help that it's raining like a fucking thunder, pretty severe thunderstorm out there, so that's probably fucking around with my internet quality at the moment. Though with the current place that I live in, I do have pretty shit internet, so that's also a heavy possibility as well. All right. Yeah, I think we will do that. We're going to add a little bit more of this green to parts of his armor. Let's see. God, I can't even see my stream. It's that shit. So I can only imagine what it's like for you guys. I apologize for that. Hopefully my quality will be better when I'm able to live stream on my phone again. All right. All right, time to move on to the next glow effect color and line of glow in the GW glow. This stuff is better for like, the outward glow, if you want to like surround the areas with like um, like how a light would be turned on, you know? So it gives it that depth of color. And it's one reason why I picked up this, because it gives you that like glowing effect you would see if you were walking through a door and a light shined on you or whatnot. Probably not, but all right. A little bit deeper to his eyes. And time to add this on him. Now I'm just trying to like the glowing effect. I'm trying to add it around the armor to give it that like deeper. Hold up. Hello. All right, bring that stuff over to my house quick. Okay. I will be right back, guys. Oh shit, sorry guys, I'm here. I don't know what the hell was going on. I had myself muted by accident. Thanks though. I was doing my best with that fucking tank. I've been talking this entire time and I didn't realize nobody could hear me. Oops. So much for this stream. But yeah, um hello. How was your guys' night? I am trying to finish up with this guy right now. I don't got much left to do on him, to be honest. You probably can't see much either, and I apologize for that. My phone, for some reason, is not letting me live stream. It says, please wait 24 hours before you can live stream again. And it's like, I don't know about that. I was just live streaming last night, you know? So, what the fuck? So, I don't know. No idea what's going on with it, to be honest. So, I'm just going to hope tomorrow it's working. Oh, the move's going great, man. My house is fucking empty right now. The only thing left to move is all of this. My desk, my computer, everything. And I'm 2 weeks. That's it. Not this Friday, but next Friday, I'm moving everything up. Um, and I'm coming back here that following week, so the first week of June, cleaning up this house for my landlord, and then I will officially be up there. So I'm spending the last weekend with just me and my son because after that it's going to be four of us. So I want to take my son out. We're gonna go to the amusement park this Saturday together, and I think it's going to be fun. He's going to really enjoy it. Just have father and son time. Um, so yeah, we're going to do that together, and um, I'm still going to be painting. I'll have all this weekend to paint models as well. So yeah, it's going to be quite enjoyable weekend, to be honest. All right, let's see. Let's finish this glue up. Oops. Ah, come on. No, not at all. I actually tried to get him to do this this last weekend, but he lasted a good 15 minutes before he lost complete interest in it. So I would say no. On the other hand, my girlfriend's son is, I wasn't necessarily quite interested in it, but he was definitely more receptive to doing it. Um, so I'm hoping that while I may not get my son interested in it, her son will maybe potentially enjoy it, and maybe that will motivate my son to give it another shot in the future. But if it doesn't, it doesn't work. It's not that big a deal, you know. I didn't discover this hobby until like this year, so I can't expect him to find joy in it as well, you know. Ah, well, and you know, for me, I think I've fully and completely. I don't think I'm ever really going to get into the game aspect of this hobby. Like I started the what is it, White Dwarf, and I read this book. I fucking spent pretty much all night reading this book, trying to get an understanding of how the game works, the models, and everything. And I felt nothing for it. It felt like such a fucking slog to like get into and learn all the tactics and everything that I just nope. I think I'm convinced that I'm probably not going to enjoy playing a game. Um, I just don't think it's for me, to be honest. Painting all the way. Fuck yeah, I'll paint every day, and I'll paint some Space Wolves. But put it on a tabletop and playing a game, I think I'd rather bring my paints and everything and make friends that way. You know, find fellow painters and become friends like that. You know, but as for the game itself, mm, I don't think so, to be honest. But that's all right. It's not that big a deal. Can't like it all. And I know this. As for the Space Wolves, people were talking about it on Facebook, a few of the groups I'm a part of, and they're like, that shit's gonna sell out almost instantly. So, yeah, that's going to be quite interesting. I can imagine it's gonna pre-orders are gonna be done within the first minute or two. Yeah, and that's what I was telling my girlfriend today. I was like, if you're playing a 2,000 point army and it's like having to roll a dice for each weapon and whatnot is just a slog fest. But here, I'm going to show you the models up close. I'm done with these. So hopefully you can see it. If not, I'll post it on my community channel and on my YouTube channel so you'll be able to see. But these two are done for the night. Probably can't see anything, but like I said, I'll post it on my community channel and I'll upload a short and everything with them. But yeah, I apologize for you joining late and me wanting to end this, but I got to be to bed for work in the morning. I appreciate you coming out and watching the stream. Um, Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to actually use my phone to do this instead of my computer. But um, yeah, we'll see. But I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate you tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later. Stay tuned tomorrow. Hopefully I will be